All right, contract intelligence. What's happening there?
I think contract intelligence is super interesting, and I'm really
Yeah.
keen on it because
What do you mean by contract intelligence?
I mean a program that can tell you what's in your contracts without the need for traditional CLM tagging and review and human interaction the way that we've come to expect it until now. But when something happens, you need to know what's in there. And the ways to do that are manually track it, or now have it tell you what's in there.
Yeah.
And that's where it becomes really interesting. And so the legal concerns are always kind of like notification, termination, how do we complain about something? And like you pull it up, and if it's en masse, you have what you need. Or, the very basic example, when the pandemic hit, everybody wanted force majeure. What's in our contract? Well, if you have something that can just tell you, that's awesome, right? And if it's as good as a person or close to it, that's awesome too.
Yeah, that's huge.
Then what I find really interesting are the utilities that I don't know we even are thinking about yet for other departments. So if your finance department comes to you and says, we need to know how many of our customer agreements have 120-day payment terms, that is not something that I'm particularly interested in. I don't really have to be anymore, because if a tool can do it for them and they can learn how to use that themselves, and they have another level of self-service, in which case we say, we're enabling you and we're not going to slow you down, but also you can get anything you need. And then the flip side of that is, the legal department's starting to look like the ones who have these innovative products that help everybody. And it's actually true.
I think that's the future. The tools the legal team implements, are distributed to the whole organization.
That seems to be what's happening right now with the MCP sort of thing, where you're plugging in everything from across the organization to get a holistic view into something. So you're all kind of part of it together. I don't know where this goes, but I'm watching it.
For the future, like what are the legal ops folks for tomorrow? Any advice, guidance?
My advice and guidance has always remained the same. Stay curious, stay on top of things, try things out. And my kind of invitation and challenge to the legal ops world has been the same for about a year now, which is we got to keep up with what our bosses are being tasked to do, figure out how we strategically support them as they are involved in more of the organization, and we should be too. In fact, the things that we put into place should have impact outside of legal, be visible and be helpful. It's not enough to say like, oh, they care about these 5 clauses in the contract, so this is how we built the flow. Well, why do they care? What does it mean? What happens when it goes wrong? Why are they focusing on it? Because you need to be able to build that now smarter than before.